Okay. Yes. This is much better. This
Before
is
the
much.
night is over, we're gonna have to enlist ourselves in some IT.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're gonna have this right.
The internet won't let us be great,
I
like
know. Oh
but
my
I think
God.
I'm gonna trust the cellular provider right now. So mine is off
Yes.
Wi-Fi. So we'll see if this is better.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So so let me make sure we can give it a couple more minutes or another minute because I know some other people were on. So maybe since it is restarting, we'll have more people to join. But we'll go ahead and get
Yeah.
started. Let me make sure it's positive
Yeah.
peace. I'm excited.
Me too. I got on some boardroom tonight.
I see. Okay. No, wait. That's Brown Ambition. That's Brown Ambition. That's Brown
Did the name
Ambition.
change?
Yes. Well, it didn't
Okay.
change. Boardroom was a little lighter. You got Brown Ambition.
Formation. What's formation? Is that the
Formation.
purple? Okay.
Formation is it? That's formation too. So
Formation.
brown ambition and formation are the same color. So you got the lipstick too. So
Yes.
that's formation. Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes,
I
yes,
love
yes,
my
yes,
formation.
yes. And you see what I have
Woo!
here? Oh, my new holy grail.
I'm
Like
so
this.
glad
Oh
because
my
I am
goodness.
completely out of stock. I'm making more this week, but I'm so glad you have that because all I have is my other products to show, but
Okay.
I didn't have any mango to
You did.
show.
Oh my goodness. I love this. When I get out the shower.
Yes. Good problems to have.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
You know
yes.
what's funny is that so I've had two people. One lady told me, a friend of mine, she ordered some. She said this man was trying to jump on her in the elevator because of her mango. And it was
What?
like, he was being all beside himself. And
Okay.
so she posted it on IG and stuff. And she was like, oh my God, people have to get this, but they just need to be cautious about it. And
What?
then a client of mine said that she feels like she's a couple months pregnant. She said she's very clear that she got pregnant because her husband smelled her wearing the mango.
Okay. Well, now I know. There's some other
Uh-huh.
benefits to this, right? Okay.
Yes.
Oh, well, I love it. I love it. So, well, I guess we'll go ahead and get started and more people will
Okay.
join. So,
Yeah.
I'll first introduce who I am. I am Tony McEachin, owner of Duchess Cosmetics, and I help women enhance their natural beauty through make our timeless chic makeup looks. We have products that are for the everyday women that are quick and easy to use. They're all paraben free, and we have some vegan options. So, um, thank you for everyone that's joining. And tonight I have my friend Aquia Johnson that
Yay.
is
Hi,
here with me. And it's
everyone.
really, this is kind of, it's been great doing this Back to Street series because I have all my like A team in real life. So like it's made this process because, I'm always nervous in going live. And
Yeah.
it's really made this process so much easier because we have legit relationships. So,
We
I,
do.
I've had your most recently I've gotten the Mango Bliss, but I've had the hair care products. And what I love is I can just call you and tell you my problems and you whip up
Mm-hmm.
something very special for me. So that's the spoiledness in me. But
All right.
but tell me a little bit about you, your background, what you do, how you started.
Okay. So, hi everyone out there in Instagram world and across the country and so forth. I am Aquia Johnson. I am the founder, owner, CEO, COO, CFO of
Oh.
Shades of Nature Skin and Hair Care. I'm based here in the Atlanta area, but I started back home in DC. So I moved to Georgia about 14 years ago, moved my family down here. I've been doing natural hair care for almost 30 years. So goes back some decades now.
Yes, yes.
And I got started. It was a little side hobby. You're in college, got to make some
Uh-huh.
extra book money, and
Uh-huh.
so
Yes.
you kind of start out small. You need a little bit, to go there. But as I began to develop this passion for hair and hair care and wanting to just make sure that I was helping people to understand how to be able to love their hair in the best possible way, I started to just kind of really dive headfirst more into it. So about 20 years ago is when I really transitioned from just doing braids, extension, things like that, like really diving into natural hair care. So I've been just studying, just really understanding, incorporating a lot of healthy food items and healthy items that we use just on a daily basis, or things that are good for our body, and making sure that that is filtered into the products that I use. And I've tested out a lot of other products on the market, you know, other people's products are very good, but I like what I have been able to create because I think it has some quality, some substance, and it gives all of the enriched nutrients that I feel like our body needs. So almost 30 years doing natural hair care. It's been extremely, extremely great. I love my clientele here in Atlanta. I left a lot behind in DC, but
Yeah.
I have begun to formulate a lot of those relationships back again. So I'm actually a mobile stylist, and I travel up and down the East Coast. And so not only am I based here in Atlanta, but I'm going back to where my roots are in the DMV area. So shout out to anybody in the DMV. I've seen you all last week when I was there. Thank you guys for coming through to the shop and allow me to service your hair. So that's a little bit about me. I mean,
That's a lot. That
I love
definitely
this.
that's a lot. I mean, that definitely establishes your expert credibility. You know,
Yeah.
hair is near and dear to my heart. You know, my mom
Mm-hmm.
was a cosmetologist, so
Yes, that's right.
I grew up around hair care all my life. You know, she was
Mm-hmm.
my first stylist. And one of the
Mm-hmm.
things that I instantly, in some of our early conversations, that I loved in talking to you is you actually care about hair care, which is
Mm-hmm.
so rare now. You know, people
Mm-hmm.
are really about the style and not
Mm-hmm.
necessarily the maintenance of your own hair. You know, so
Yeah.
I wear a lot of different styles, you know, my
Yeah.
protective styles, my natual hair, you know, who
Mm-hmm.
knows? I might have a hair
Mm-hmm.
enhancement, I call them, or my natural hair. But regardless, to give me tips on how I should
Mm-hmm.
maintain my own hair and what type of products that I
Yeah.
should use. So
Yeah.
can you share what you think, you know, I know what you've customized for me, but what you would recommend just as an easy maintenance hair care and the type of products we should be doing to just have healthy hair no matter what style we're wearing.
Yeah. So I kind of found myself as a stylist naturally. I have my family naturally has a teaching background. Most of my people in my community have education. So I find myself naturally just educating as I learn. I want to share with others so that they can be empowered as well too. So I love being able to allow people to really understand healthy products that are good for their
Mm-hmm.
hair. So we're
Mm-hmm.
talking about healthy fats like jojoba oil, argan oil,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
safflower oil, olive oil. And, you know, we cook with a lot of these things, but we don't really understand all of their true benefits. And because in other products, we might see a sprinkle here, a sprinkle there, but I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to make sure that I'm using things that are really robust on clients that can kind of give them all the added benefits. And not just that, we have to understand that food is such a powerful
It
tool,
is.
and that if we are eating right, if we are drinking our water, anytime a client comes in for a consultation and I'm doing some hair history with them, I'm trying to really just get a chance to understand some of what they've been doing. So I ask them these
Wait,
questions.
wait.
What?
Hair history? Hair
Yes,
history? You talk to clients about hair history?
I do.
Wow.
I
Okay.
do. I
Tell me
do.
more
Because
because
I
that
want
doesn't
to.
happen.
Yeah,
That
no,
doesn't
because
happen.
before I can really be your stylist and we build this relationship, because it's a relationship between you and your
Yeah.
stylist now.
Yeah.
You know, it
Yeah.
gets real personal and intimate up in here.
Yeah.
So I want to know what you've been doing with your hair over the last maybe 3 to 5, 5 to 10 years. What kind of products have you been using? How much heat have you been using, or
Right.
you know, do you have any heat
Exactly.
damage? I want to know these things so I understand the language of what your hair is going to be for me as your stylist, so I know how to be able to treat your hair and move forward, and then give you tips and tricks to also use at home yourself. So to kind of back it up to the question, like, I love giving small tips and tricks. Like, people always feel like they have to go to a big salon to have, like, leave-in conditioner, this and this and that, whatever. But a small trick that I always tell people is that if you get like a small spray bottle and a little bit of conditioner to about this much water, you can create your own leave-in conditioner just that quick. You spray it on your hair at nighttime, put a plastic disposable cap on, and just sleep with it. The heat that we naturally have from our head when we're sweating and things like that, that's going to kind of give that heat that's needed as if we were sitting up under a hair dryer. So a lot of clients feel like they have to buy like all these. I know we have these product junkies out here.
I'm guilty.
I've been a product junkie too. But well, I mean, yeah. There's little things that we can do at home. So people are always saying, why is my hair so dry? What can I do? Well, are you checking your water temperature when you're washing your hair? Is it too hot? Is it drying your hair out? Because it could be doing that. You can do the leave-in conditioner trick, or you can even do a hot oil treatment trick like that for yourself as well too. So there's a lot of little tips that I try to educate my clients along the way, just so that they can also be empowered and take care of their hair in between their services with me.
That's what I love. And again, everything you just described is what I think really separates you from a lot of stylists today. Wow, you care about the history. Wow, we have a plan. So in between appointments, you're still being healthy and you're still growing your hair.
Because it's really important to me that a client, we love our hair. We love our hair. And women, when I tell you, because this is $1 billion industry, and we will put forth whatever we can, honey, to make our hair look cute and stuff.
Yes.
But
also, it increases our confidence so much when we feel like our hair looks good. Yeah.
It does. And I love the way a person feels when they leave my chair. It makes me happy and brings me joy when they feel great about themselves. Yeah. But I'm even kind of diving into, not to be in their personal business, but I sort of dive into some of their health history too, because I have some clients who had a history of psoriasis or, pattern baldness in their family. And I am very much the one to say, I think you may need to go see a physician, because while I can do certain things, I'm not a healthcare physician, and I like to call myself a magician, but I mean, certain things, I still need you to go and make sure that your health is okay. And I have people on my team that I've kind of sent the direction, because at the end of the day, I want you to just love all of you all the way around.
Well, and I think that that's a really important point that you bring out, particularly if you have someone that has issues, so, we struggle sometimes with thinness, to your point, female pattern baldness, male pattern baldness, and we continue to buy all these products and it turns into the product isn't working, but it's not really that. You have an underlying condition that you really need to go. And that's really huge, because not a lot of hairstylists refer people to go see a physician. They keep pumping products. And it's a level of defeat and disappointment when you don't see any improvement.
It really is. And then you have people becoming these product junkies over time and just compacting their hair with more and more and more. But at the end of the day, there's some, like you said, some underlying things I want you to be okay with and take care of. And then I will work with you over time to see what it is that we can do. And I'm all about trying new things. So this thing didn't work for you. Let's try something else. My rosemary mint or my lemon tea tree may not have been the thing to work for you. Let's try something else. What foods are you eating that you're putting in your body that could also be causing situations with your hair too? I guess we got to check into all of those things, because all of those are really important.
So let's talk about your products. So you have, natural hair care products. You just showed that, and you hand make all of your products. Right?
I do.
Yeah,
I do.
And I love that. Well, tell me from your line, what do you have that helps with thickness? What do you have that helps with, a flaky scalp? Because those are common challenges that I hear women express and talk about.
Yep. So in my product line, I have three main staples. Okay. I have the lemon tea tree, and I have the cinnamon clove, and I have the rosemary mint. So these are my moisturizing oil sprays with an aloe vera juice base. And aloe, as we all know, is amazing for a lot of things.
Yes.
But I wanted to use ingredients in the products that I make because when I was reading and researching the ingredients of the products I wanted to use, they all help with encouraging hair growth. They all help with root stimulation and moisturizing the hair and scalp and making sure that it can grow in the way that we want it to, and kind of get some of those hair follicles stimulated in there. Cinnamon, I don't know if a lot of people know, but cinnamon
That's what I got
is,
from you. Yeah, that's
yes,
the one. And it's
yeah,
stimulated. I massaged it in my
yep,
scalp every day.
yep,
Yeah.
yep. You just spray a little bit of this. I also have a pomade too, so you can spray this or use the pomade and kind of massage it in. But orally and topically, cinnamon encourages blood flow. So when the blood is circulating properly and is flowing the way we need to, that's what's actually helping and encouraging our roots to kind of get the hair to grow and kind of stimulating that in there. Um, Honestly, there is really no real product on the market that is hair growth product. You know,
Hmm.
it's the natural, it's whatever the ingredients that are being used in the product that is helping to help the process.
That's an important distinction. That is a
Mm-hmm.
huge, because everyone uses that label to sell a product,
Yep.
and I think so. What I hear you saying is we need to be looking at the ingredients.
Yes. Look at the ingredients. And my biggest thing, honestly, even with products, hair products, and food, if it's things on that ingredients list that I can't pronounce, then you got to kind of question some things. Because I have
Yeah.
to Google that thing, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I don't know what
Yeah.
that is.
Yes. Do
I
I
don't know
want it
what
in
that.
my head? Yeah.
Yeah, what am I
Yeah.
putting on my hair? And so, it's really important that, and I know, we all kind of stray a little bit, and we, find our favorite thing, and we'll continue to kind of use what we like, but you really got to also incorporate things in your life that are the healthiest as well,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because
So,
it's internal and it's
internal and
external.
external. And so like the rosemary and mint. So I have rosemary and peppermint in here. And we cook with these items, and they taste amazing. But rosemary is also one that encourages root stimulation. What it does is it kind of, gets it going. It's all tingling and things like that, and it gets things going. So once it gets going, then you start seeing like these little small fuzzy hair strands, and you're like, ooh, that little small spot on the hair was smooth. Now I'm starting to feel a little fuzz there. Okay,
Yes.
I see
Yes.
it working.
Yes. I see it working.
Uh-huh. So, we got to just be really mindful about what we're putting in our bodies as well as on our hair. And there's a lot, honestly, especially when we've been in this crave of, in this time of this pandemic, right? A lot of people were beefing up on their vitamins. A lot of people
Uh-huh.
were making these home gardens. Well, I'm pretty sure that they didn't realize the effects of all of those positive things are probably positive on themselves now as prior to the pandemic. Now you got a whole garden with all these vegetables out there, and your body's probably feeling really healthy and happy, and your hair is probably growing like crazy as well.
Well, and that's actually an excellent segue into the next topic we're going to talk about tonight. In researching about hair care trends post pandemic, you touched on one of the key elements of, I know, in the makeup world, but what I'm seeing in the hair world too. We're emerging from this pandemic slowly but surely,
Yep.
and and
Yep.
but people have lived a very minimalist life, so we're
Mm-hmm.
easing back into, a lot of habits have changed. People are much
Yeah.
more mindful of what they're using.
Yep.
Um, but I know from a makeup perspective, less is best. Skin is in,
Yep.
a pop of lip color, maybe
Mm-hmm.
lashes, and you're out the door. And
Mm-hmm.
hair care, I'm seeing, especially with us moving into the spring and summer, natural protective styles.
Yep.
Would you say that's the way to go? I mean,
Yeah.
what would you say are the trends? Because that seems to be, what we did in the pandemic. We
Yeah.
braided our hair up, or
Yep.
we got
Yeah.
twists, and I
Yeah.
feel like that's continuing on. Would you say?
I think so too. Absolutely. I would agree with that. There's nothing wrong with still, kind of incorporating some of the things that you were doing in your life pre-pandemic. But I think a lot of the lessons that we learned during this time are key gems and jewels that we should begin to continue to use moving forward. Let your hair be. Just leave it alone sometimes. Sometimes it just doesn't want to be bothered, you know? We don't have to wear a full face of makeup every single day.
No.
Sometimes you just need a lightweight something, or
Yeah.
just, throw a simple eye on, a simple
Yeah.
blush, and keep it going. Our skin and our hair really want to be in its most natural state as
Yeah.
possible in order to be healthy. And it's not to say we can't wear and do the things that we've done before, because those things are amazing. They are absolutely
Right.
beautiful. But everything in moderation is always the key. So during this pandemic, I've seen a lot, like honestly, my clientele increased so much during this pandemic. I've been so blessed that I don't know what everybody else's situation has been doing, but I've been really, really blessed to be able to have a thriving business that has been continuing to go, because people's hair is just growing like crazy. They're
Yeah.
like, what do I do? My hair is just growing so
Yeah.
much.
Well, and it really makes sense when you think about it conceptually, because you're working from home,
Yep.
or even if you're out and about,
Yep.
you do a lot of natural styles. So I've seen, either shortcuts and
Yep.
a pop of color, which is
Yep.
definitely on trend,
Yep.
or twists,
Yep.
or braids, or bantu
Yep.
knots. That's huge,
Yeah.
like, so it really makes sense, because people are looking for things that, hey, I can wear my own hair
Yep.
and I can still be cute, and
Yes.
it's hot. I don't feel like
Yes.
all of this, right?
They do. And what's funny is that I have a array of ages. I have a full age of clientele. So I have young to older women, and my older women are coming out of their wigs
Yeah.
because they're like, I'm
It's
home.
hot.
It's hot. I don't need this
Yeah.
wig on. So what we gonna
Yeah.
do up under here? I've
Yeah.
had a couple of women who I've worked with them for a couple of years. Their hair has grown from 1 inch to 9 inches because they were
Wow.
they were just exhausted from just using all of the wigs and weaves and extensions and things like that. They just really wanted to kind of have their own
Yeah.
hair. And so I had another client who she said, I don't want to wear wigs anymore. I want
Uh-huh.
to start my locks. And I said, well, I want to make sure that you have hair that's at least a good length to start. So I worked with her for a bit. She came in for quick wash and goes and things like that. But I was massaging and nurturing her hair
Yeah.
until it was at a length and healthiness and strength to be able to hold the locks the way we wanted to. And now she has been wearing no wigs for about 3 years. Her
Yeah.
locks are growing.
Yeah.
Mrs. Miller, she's my favorite. 83-year-old woman. And when I tell you this
Oh,
woman is in the best shape ever, she
yes.
can run laps around me. Yes,
Oh,
but yeah, all the protective styles that I think a lot of people have been beginning to wear now, I think people are really loving it. They're loving
yeah.
their hair, and I'm happy about that.
Yeah, I mean, I know during the summer, like I said, I wear a wide variety of styles, but in the summer it's very rare or that I'm into my wigs, because I'm hot, and so I
Yep,
like to wear a lot of either braided styles, or
yep.
what would you say is like the easiest style? I mean, would you say pretty much they're all the same? I mean, what's your recommendation that if I wanted to get something where I didn't have to do a lot to it, but I still look cute, when I'm
Mm-hmm.
going out? Like, what style is
Um,
that?
well, I think sometimes it always depends on what the individual's hair can hold. So sometimes I may tell someone to do braids or extensions. And extensions aren't bad. It's just you got to make sure that you're doing them appropriately. Sometimes people get them, have them in for like 2 months or so, take them out for 3 days and get them right back again. Well, that's
Mm-hmm.
not a healthy regimen. You really want to give your
Mm-hmm.
hair a break. If you're not going to put added hair in there, then a good twist out is really nice. Um, anything like a blowout is always my favorite,
Uh,
you know.
yes,
But you
yes,
know, Georgia humidity does not let us be great.
yes,
I've had my moments where my blowouts,
yes,
before I had this third set of locks, would shrink right back up.
yes. Your hair
Um,
grows so quickly.
oh
You're
my
you
God. When
you
I tell
cut
you,
it, color it, and then next
yep.
thing you know, look how long it is now.
I know, and if anybody sees my Instagram page at Fly Hair Sun, you can see all of the different times when my hair has been short, long, pink, platinum
Yes,
blonde,
yes, yes.
long locks, blonde locks, whatever. But I think to answer your question, wearing styles that you just feel make you feel beautiful are really the
Mhm,
key at the end of the day. So it
mhm,
could be like 5 cornrows going back, you know, and
mhm.
it could be like really just pretty designs, a nice
Uh-huh,
part. It doesn't
uh-huh,
have to be like just straight back, but I've also
uh-huh.
seen some straight backs that look really, really beautiful. Whatever makes you feel comfortable is really the key at the end of the day in terms of wearing something that you're referring to.
I like that because at the end of the day, if you're not comfortable with it, you're not going to wear it and with the level of
Yep.
confidence. It's not going to come across, So I
Yep.
definitely agree with that. Well, I know
Yep.
we've talked about some of the trends and we've talked about your hair care products, but I don't want to forget your skin products. So this
Yes.
this is my favorite, everyone. We were talking about it at the
Yes.
beginning of the live, but more people have joined. This is the mango body butter. It
Hmm.
smells amazing. You guys
Yes.
can see the. I
Look
need to
at
get.
that. Yes.
And, like after I get out the shower,
Yep.
every morning, every night. This is,
Yep.
and I just love how it makes my skin feel.
Yes. Yep.
You did this, okay? If it
Well,
now, you said it was sold out. When is it
yep,
gonna be
it's
back in stock?
so as soon as the mango body bliss and the rosemary mint have been #1 best sellers for the
Yes.
past, let's see, we're in April. I launched the body butter last summer, but around Thanksgiving time, the body butter just kind of took off. And
Uh-huh.
since around that time, I have not been able to keep it on my shelf. As soon as I make units, it sells out quick.
I
Quick,
believe it. I believe it
quick.
because it's everything. It smells good.
Yep,
It leaves a nice finish. I
yep,
like a more I guess the way to describe it is more oily
uh-huh.
finish. I love that. I
Yeah,
love how my skin looks. It does
yeah,
that. It's so nice and soft. It lasts all day. I don't have to
yeah,
retouch my feet. Like,
yep,
listen, this is
yep,
it. Like,
yep.
this
You
is
know
the
what I've
one.
also been doing too, Duchess, is I'll take a little bit in the morning and I'll put just a little bit on my face and kind of moisturize my face just to kind of take away some of the dryness. And then I'm using some of your DC-12,
Yes.
the
The
stick,
flawless foundation.
the
Yes.
flawless foundation. So I use a little bit of the body butter, just a little bit underneath, and it kind of
Uh-huh.
helps to just kind of moisturize it a bit. And then I'll
Uh-huh.
put your foundation on, and it's just nice and smooth.
Ooh, I'm gonna try
So
that. I'm
I've been
gonna
doing
try
that double
that.
action.
Okay.
Yes. But the mango body butter, I love it. When I created it, I just wanted to find a skincare product because that was really, really healthy for people as well, not just hair.
Hmm.
I'm gonna start offering other services like facials and making sure that
Okay.
men have a beard oil coming soon and things like that. But as far as skincare, I mean, it's got a lot of great ingredients. It's got vitamin E in there. It's got cocoa in there.
And
Um,
actually now that you mention it, I recall so the hair it was it wasn't well, I got the sprays also, but I
mhm.
got the tube or the little container of what I think there's a rosemary one as well,
The
right?
pomades.
The pomades.
Yep,
Yes, 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 yes.
yep,
And
yep.
you were telling me those you could use on your I was using that as well on my
I
skin.
yes,
So
yes,
that's a beauty.
yep.
It's for your hair, massage it in too, but you can also use it on your body. And I loved that too.
Yep. That's funny because my mom does the same thing all the time, which is why I really feel it important that anything you can use on your hair, you should essentially be able to use on your body as well too. Like, I mean, I've used a little bit of that body butter in my hair too. That
Yeah,
mango
okay.
has gone on these locks a couple of times. I'm not even gonna
Okay,
lie.
you're giving me ideas.
Yes, just a little bit. And I'm coming out with another body butter this summer.
Oh,
So
I'm here for
I'm
that.
trying to. I need some help with some of the names. Maybe people out there on IG Live can help me with the different names. I'm
Maybe
doing a
we'll do a
lemon.
contest. Maybe we
Yeah,
should do
we
a
should do a
contest.
contest.
Yes,
Yes. So
yes,
I'm gonna
yes.
do a lemony scent, and I'm trying to
Okay.
decide between like a lemon teeny or a lemon drop. Something that sounds like the best summer lemon drink you've ever had.
Oh, yes. I'm
Yes,
here for it,
the
Tanti.
good
Yes.
cocktail.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, so I think, this has been a pleasure. I think we've really gotten the ladies together. I mean,
Yeah.
we've told them the products they needed. We've
Yep.
told them some quick tips on how to
Yep.
keep your hair nourished. We've
Yep.
told them the top styles, a pop of
Yep.
color, short
Yep.
styles, froze, braids, twists,
Yep.
locks,
Yep.
whatever makes you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
And so I think they're prepared. I think they're ready to go back to
I
the
think
streets.
so too. And one more thing I want to show them is my home care kit.
Yes.
So it's a travel bag and it's got a lot of things in here. I got a little small one on the back, and if you go to the website, people can also kind of take a look at it on the website in terms of everything. I got a long list of things in here. I have an oil in here that I'm introducing this summer, also an oil blend. So I made this kit last year with the idea, because of the pandemic and people were at home and they weren't going to this stylist, I still wanted to make sure my clients were good until they were able to
Yeah.
come see me. So I was giving them some little tips and tricks, and I was like, you know what? I should create like a whole little kit, a little bag. So it's a lock maintenance home care kit, but really it's a styling kit and it's a travel kit. So these are TSA friendly. It's got a complimentary rosemary spray. It's got a gel in here to kind of lay them edges down and kind of some quick twist outs. And it's got my oil blend that I'm going to introduce this summer. It's got a cap in here for sleeping. So I wanted to make sure that, ladies, Mother's Day is coming up. It's around the corner.
That's perfect.
This is a good gift. We're going to have some sale items and things like that on my website. But I made this with the idea that people can really still figure out ways to take care of their own hair in between their appointments with their stylist. Don't be afraid to get in there and love on your hair and touch on your hair and make sure your hair is good while you're in between seeing your stylist. And if you're traveling, people are starting to get back into travel. They want to make sure they have what they need on the road while they go. So this was also designed in mind so they can just kind of have it and not kind of be concerned like, am I going to have everything I need to do a touch up of my locks or do 5 cornrows of my hair or whatever. So this was for those people who needed that.
I think that was an excellent idea. I just absolutely love the way that you love your clients. It really warms my heart because you genuinely care and think about them. It's great in the entrepreneur space. We want to grow, we want to sell, but I know I'm like that with Duchess Cosmetics. I don't tell people that a color looks good on them if it doesn't. And that's what I love about you, your genuineness and your desire to see people with healthy hair care. Make sure they're maintaining their hair independent of coming to you. How about that? Most people don't mind them damaging their hair because that's more appointments for them. The repair, that's a higher dollar amount. You're not like that, and I love that about you. We've done a lot of different seminars together, and that is the common denominator I've witnessed time and time again, how much you genuinely care about the people that you work with, the people that you teach. I just love that. You know how I feel about you.
Oh, thank you.
I really appreciate you doing this with me. This was really fun for me, but it's even more important to me having your support and us doing this together, because it's out of both of our comfort zone.
Absolutely.
And so, maybe we can kind of look at ways where we can do something monthly. I don't know. These have been fun,
I would be down for it. I was so honored when you asked me, and I was like, yes, I'll do it. Let's make this happen. Let's get it going. I was so excited because You know, hair, we always have these passions in life, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and the most successful business owners always say whatever is your passion is going to be your
Yes.
best business
Yes.
ever.
Yes.
And hair has always been just a side thing for me, but I haven't seemed to be able to let it go, you know. Even when I studied other things in college, even when I worked in all kinds of industries in corporate, you know, law schools and the government and
Yeah.
IT, I've always stayed with hair because it has always been just so near and dear to my heart. So I definitely appreciate you for having me.
Yeah.
This was amazing. I can't
Yes.
wait to do the next pop-up shop coming
Yes.
soon.
Yes, coming
Can't
soon.
wait
We're
for
actually,
that.
I'm glad you brought that up because I need to post about it. Our pop-up shop for Sunday is postponed, but the next one I'll be announcing the date soon. We're not going to have one in May, so it's looking like June.
Yep.
So I'll be announcing the date soon. So
Okay.
yes, definitely would love to
Excited.
have you. Yes, and tell everyone your IG, please follow.
Yep. Yep.
It's
So my IG is at Fly Hair Sun. That's FLY Hair SON for Shades of Nature. My website is www.sunhaircare.com, sonhaircare.com. And then the business is Shades of Nature Skin and Hair Care. So, you know, follow me. I just got on YouTube, guys. I just got on YouTube. I'm trying to step out here.
yes,
Baby steps, baby steps.
yes,
So, you know, I
yes.
have a couple of videos on there. So if you go to my website, you can click all of the icons for the different platforms. I'm on Twitter also.
Okay.
So, you know, I'm here. Check me out. Drop me a note. You know, DM me. I don't mind asking, answering questions to people. I really don't mind people reaching out to me because I want everybody to be okay. Even if you live in another city, another state, and you just have a question, just let me know, and I'm more than happy to help you out.
Well, this has been amazing, my dear. Thank you for doing this.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.